awesome. Every day, all day. This is how. This is 97.9, the BOX.
Baby.
What's up?
Hey, girl.
Welcome to the virtual show.
Jasmine, you have no idea how excited I am to be here. And first of all, Bachelor Nation does not play, baby, so don't play with me, honey.
They are warning me. I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna ask nothing crazy. We're gonna Bachelor Nation flooding with the comments, but congratulations on everything. Listen, Deandra, what is going on? Because your Instagram is just by the hour going crazy.
I mean, I'm honestly so thankful. I feel like people didn't even remember me when I was on The Bachelor. So being like actually on the beach and people actually getting to know my personality, I'm so thankful at like the overwhelming support that I'm getting. It's been amazing. Like,
how could they forget the windmill?
I don't know. I'm like, how do you guys forget that? I mean, maybe it's because I changed my hair, like the blonde braids. I used to have black hair. I don't know if that like really threw them, but yeah, it's been amazing.
But you would say that this season is going way better than The Bachelor.
Absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, Bachelor in Paradise is really stressful because obviously there's more men and there's like more connection and competition in that sense. But I would say 100%, yeah, it's way better than being on The Bachelor in my opinion.
Okay. We have to take it back for people who are not a part of Bachelor Nation.
Okay.
Everybody who's here and they have no clue. So you were on the 24th season of The Bachelor, right?
Correct. So I was on Pilot Pete season. If people just don't know the numbers, Pilot Pete.
Pilot Pete, and you're also season 7 of Bachelor in Paradise, right?
It might be. I don't even know my season, but yeah, I was on the most recent one of Paradise.
Okay. So for people who have never seen Bachelor in Paradise, since it's different, like basically, what's the biggest difference?
Okay, so Bachelor in Paradise, it's almost like, I don't want to compare it to any of the show, like Love Island, all of those. There's men and women on the beach, but each week it switches off. Women have the roses. There's more men or less men, and then it switches to the opposite. Like one day men will have the roses, there's more women, so like the difference goes home, and that switches every single week. So it's like the goal is to find someone you connect with from the jump, stay with them the entire time, and it's basically like a vacation. And then at the end, if you guys love each other, get engaged. But if it's not, you know, it can be a little bit of strategy. Like, what if my person comes down week 3 and I get sent home week 1? Like, how do I stay on the beach to make sure that I'm here for the person I want to see? Or if you fall in love, it's stressful in that sense.
Okay, so is there even like a way to have a strategy since like every week is up in the air?
I think that, I mean, it just depends. Like, say it's like the first week and you have a connection, but it's like, I'm not in love with this person, but I definitely will explore it. I think that it's always great to give that person that your rose that you see some potential with. And then if someone else comes down, yeah, you're going to hop over to whoever you actually have a stronger connection with. But I think it's like crazy if people turn down people week 1. It's like, give someone a chance to get to know you. You know, maybe you didn't feel the spark right then, but give them, 2 weeks. You might have a spark with them next week. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so rewind. How did you get on The Bachelor? Like, I mean, I know obviously like auditions and stuff like that, but was it a process to actually get on the show?
I felt like it was such a long process. I honestly applied as a joke. I'm just going to give you a heads up. I applied as a joke, never thought that I was ever going to get noticed. Like, I type like I talk, so I must have been typing like crazy. And then it was like I got a phone call. I thought it was spam. And then it was like, you need to submit a video. Then I submitted a video. Then it was like an in-person interview. And like by the time I known it had been like months of auditioning and filtering through. And then next thing I knew, I was in LA for casting, and they were like, congratulations.
So was it 5 interviews or like 10?
I would say probably more so like 5. It's just a series of stuff. Like you start with like a submission, and then it's like you get a call, and then you get, submit a video, and then you get an in-person, and then it's another in-person. So it's like, I would say more close to like 5, but it's a long period of time that you go through.
Since you applied as a joke and then you got on the show, what was your reaction then? You're like, oh my God, like, I can't believe I'm actually going to be on it. Now what am I going to do?
No, I was just in shock. I was like, I can't believe I actually have the opportunity to come on the show and potentially find my husband. And obviously, the first time being on The Bachelor, it didn't happen for me, but you never know. Paradise is different. Maybe I have a husband. You don't know.
So do you think Paradise is like, I guess, easier? You're at more of an advantage because you have so many other options versus one.
Right. And I feel like Paradise is also better in the sense that The Bachelor, it's one guy. And so it's like, if you imagine you don't like the guy's personality, you're kind of like, okay, like, do I stay? Do I go home? At least with Paradise, it's like you have 10 men. So it's like, there's got to be someone on the beach that you have a connection with, I prefer Paradise. I like to mix it up, if I can.
I like that too. Okay, so what's your favorite thing about being on a reality TV show?
I think my favorite thing, I mean, it's weird. Like, I just love being in front of a camera. Like, I just feel comfortable. Like, it's not weird at all. So it's real. For like me, it's like, I got to go to this beautiful place in Mexico and enjoy time and build relationships. To me, that's my favorite part, honestly.
So how has all of this reality TV changed your life? Because I know it has. I'm seeing it happen every single day, every single go up. Yes. So what would you say for you has been the biggest change since, you know, being a TV star now?
I mean, for me, it's crazy because I feel like it hasn't changed that much. Like, I was always really present on social media. And so I feel like social media is a big part now. It's just like I have a larger audience to speak to. And it feels so great to have people who actually believe in what I'm saying and support what I'm posting. So that feels really good. And I definitely am able to get more opportunity to like have relationships that I would have never had if I never went on The Bachelor. So it's like changed my life in such an amazing way. Like, I'm making connections. The friends that I have, some of my best friends are from the show. So like life's changed in amazing ways for that.
And everybody freaking loves you. Look, Ashton said Deandra's the best thing to ever happen to Bachelor Nation. Wonderful says we love you, Deandra. Like somebody else said agreed. Everyone like their queen.
I love you guys. No, honestly.
Deandra's a queen. Deandra's the most beautiful, inward and outward. Like, the fan base is there. That's awesome.
No, and it's crazy because I love, like, so far all my followers are so sweet and kind and loving. Like, that's the kind of followers I want. I don't want a follower who's just like following blindly. Like, I want someone who actually cares about what I'm talking about, posting, engaging, you know, commenting, talking. Like, I'm friends with my followers. Like, I feel like I'm friends with them. I talk to them like they're my friends. So it's like, what's the point of having followers if they don't care about you?
Mm-hmm. You're right. Make sure like they like the content that you're putting out.
Right.
So let's see. Okay, what's the most surprising thing that you didn't expect when you signed up for a reality TV show?
I feel like people say, like, when you go on a reality television show, like, don't take it super serious. And like, they're like, well, it's just like, there's 1,000 men in the world. Like, why are you so pressed about like who's on the show? And I'm like, when you're there, it's real. Like, yeah. I was so surprised on like how emotional I was. Like, I think I was even more emotional on the show. You just don't see a whole lot of it. Honestly, it didn't get aired, but I was like this. I was a roller coaster baby. I was up, I was down, and that was the most surprising thing. Is like, it's so real and like raw and, I don't know, more authentic than I actually thought. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna run this break really quick on the radio. Okay. 1 second, guys. Drop your comments if you have them. Deandra's live here. 97 on the box. Here we go. I'm trying to multitask. Here we go. Wait. I love it. I have to tell them the song. Okay. Can y'all hear this? Are we supposed to hear it? No. Okay. Well, y'all can, but y'all don't have to. Deandra Kanu, that's right. Bachelor Nation's own from Dallas. We are talking all about Bachelor in Paradise. But so Bachelor Nation, I need you to tap in. If you're not in Bachelor Nation, I need you to tap in anyways. Go to Instagram Live at 97 Box. All right. Okay, there we go. I love it. You're the best multitasker I know. Girl, it is a lot going on over here. It's a lot. Okay, now I have some Bachelor Nation, some more specific questions for you, because I remember in the beginning there was the two guys fighting over you and giving you gifts, and then you didn't even pick either of them. Like, so fan question, they were like, you have to ask her, what is her love language? Because it must not be gifts. You know what? Honestly, I do appreciate gifts. I love gifts, but I would say it's words of affirmation and quality time. I just felt like maybe I just didn't get enough time with them to feel like the gifts were genuine. I think Carl, like, he really brought the bracelet for someone he cared for on the beach, but I just felt wrong accepting it, honestly, because, you know, I think that our connection wasn't as strong, you know, as it could have been. So I don't know. I loved being iced out, though. I was like, ice me out. Ice me out. So what is your love language? Like, real life, reality TV, like, what's your number one? If it's honestly, not, I mean, I think, like, again, I think words of affirmation, quality time, they're probably my top two. But I mean, I think everyone likes gifts. I'm not going to turn down a gift. If you give me a gift, I would be like, thank you. I'm going to want to take it home. I would have to agree. So what is the thing that you look for the most in someone that you're dating? Their morals. I think the biggest thing to me is, like, the world is so impressed by nothing these days. I want someone who actually has a moral standpoint and, like, stands on something, because I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking just to date. I hate it. It's that. So what in the comments? Protecting Ivan? What the heck does that mean? Did you watch it, Jasmine? Oh my God. So basically, at the rose ceremony, I'm exposing the box, baby. I'm I'm the truth crusader. So,
Get me, please don't do this. Okay, hectic week. I'm sorry.
I mean, so essentially, Ivan was gonna go home, and he's a close friend of mine. I actually lived in Dallas with Ivan, and so since I didn't feel like I had a super strong connection on the beach, I felt like he deserved to be on the beach. Mm-hmm. So I gave my rose to him in hopes that he would maybe find someone on the beach that he likes. So
that was so nice of you, though.
Thank you. I mean, it's like weird for me because I'm like, who do I want to stay on the beach? Who do I want to be surrounded by? And I felt like my friend, you know, I love him so much.
Someone said that you need to start a podcast. I agree.
Maybe I will.
Do a podcast. You have a great voice too. People are saying, now I have to ask about Brendan and Piper because I do know about this situation. And my question is, how can you tell if someone is there for the wrong reasons?
Okay, so I mean, I think the biggest thing, especially in the Brendan and Piper situation, is there was so much talk about it on the beach before Piper had even come down. I'm like, that's not a good look. I feel like if someone was talking about rumors being spread before you even come on the show, that's never a good look. Like, we can look back, I mean, on the last season of Paradise, there was a guy named Blake, and there were rumors about him when he came on the beach. So I think that it's all about how they move. In my opinion, like, I don't want to say too much, especially because it hasn't aired.
Right.
You can kind of just tell, like, you can kind of tell who's being, I think so. Like, I really was trying to be open to everyone on the beach. Like, I was trying to talk to everybody on the beach, and I just felt like what I saw, like,
oh, the tea. Okay, this is my second question for you. Were you nervous to expose them, or were you like, you know?
I mean, it wasn't so, I don't believe in exposing or like kicking people off the beach, like, necessarily. I'm more so like, let's just tell the truth. Like, I'm just like a really straight up honest person. So I'm like, hey, let's call it out. If you want to fix it, we can fix it. But if you don't want to fix it, then that's completely your choice. So like, when it came to being like, this seems a little fishy, it was more so coming from like, I just want to be really genuine. Like, can you just tell me the truth? Because it's like, if I liked you and wanted to have an opportunity with you, I wouldn't have been able to if you really came here with your girlfriend who's going to come down to the beach. Like, it was more so like curiosity, you know?
Okay. Why people are saying, why didn't people keep the energy of Chris for Brendan?
I mean, I think that there's still more to come. You know, you still haven't seen the next episode, but I think it's because a lot of what we saw was more in the open with Chris. I felt like people like felt more passionate about what was happening with Chris and Jasenia because you could see it. Like, you know, you saw Jasenia walk in on the kiss between Chris and Alana. So I felt like people were heated because of that. So it was just more triggering in the moment. But a lot of what Brendan and Natasha happened was behind the scenes between them. So it was harder for us to gauge kind of what was going on. All we knew was what, like, hearsay. So it was definitely more a different kind of build up to the Brendan and Piper situation versus the Chris and Jasenia.
Mm-hmm. I love this. This is awesome, guys. Dallas' own Deandra Kanu right here live from Bachelor Nation, Bachelor in Paradise, all of it. So I have to ask, this is going to be one of my final questions. Would you be open to being the Bachelorette?
I mean, I think so. I would definitely be open in the future to being the Bachelorette if that was an option. But, you know, you don't know if I have a husband right now.
Oh,
I haven't even got.
That's like, oh, okay.
If I'm not engaged right now, I would be open to being the Bachelorette.
Okay, that's true. Understandable. Wow. Do you have anything else that you want to add to before you go? Like, where else can we like find you besides Instagram and stuff? Do you have anything else coming soon? I know you'd be having vlogs and reels and all this stuff going on. So like, let everyone know where they can keep in touch with you at.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Instagram's definitely the best place right now. I mean, I'm tweeting a little bit on Twitter. My handle is the same as my Instagram, Deandra Kanu. I used to have a YouTube channel. I definitely want to bring it up again. I think I'm just going to give it some time, but you can also
happened to it?
I just stopped. Like, once this show started, you know, a lot of contractual stuff I had to kind of stop YouTube, but in the future, that's definitely my forte. I love YouTube. I love talking. So I'm like, let's stop.
And YouTube, they can just search your name and your channel first.
Yeah, they're all old videos, so maybe just don't go right now. Wait till I revamp it. But in the future, maybe I'll have a podcast. Right now, Instagram, Deandra Kanu, that's where you can find me.
Oh my gosh, the tea is going crazy in the comments. They're like, she may or may not be engaged. Look, guys. Y'all have to figure out, find out. Don't go to the YouTube yet, but also next episode is going to be on Monday, right?
I think it's Tuesday. So I think the next one's just going to be every Tuesday. I think they're not doing Mondays anymore. It's just going to be one day a week.
Okay, gotcha. Tuesdays, I will be tuned in. I'm going to go ahead and go back so I can catch up. Not going to
lie, baby.
Don't put me on the spot, Bachelor.
I am Jasmine.
Thank you so much, Deandra, for taking the time out doing this. Like, this is so awesome. And look, they're in the comments already saying, ready to listen and support your podcast. So let's go get whatever else it is going, and we'll be supporting you. The box is all Bachelor Nation.
Thank you. I love you, and I literally love everyone watching right now. So thank you, everyone who's speaking. I appreciate you.
We appreciate it. Bye. Have a good night.
Bye, babe.
Dallas representing.